Millennia ago, amidst the verdant hills of Israel, a love story unfolded that defied the social and political conventions of King Solomon's reign. This narrative, preserved within the pages of Song of Songs, is a poetic celebration of love and desire that continues to captivate readers and scholars. At the heart of this work is the Shulamite, a woman whose voice and presence stand as symbols of strength, authenticity, and spiritual connection. In the 10th century BC, Israel was thriving under King Solomon, the son of David. It was a golden era of economic and cultural prosperity, with Jerusalem becoming a hub of power and spirituality. The kingdom expanded its borders, erected magnificent temples, and welcomed caravans from distant lands. Yet, amid this grandeur, the Shulamite's story emerged from a contrasting reality: the simple life in the fields of Israel. The Shulamite, likely from Shunem, a village in northern Israel, was a woman accustomed to the hard labor of her family's vineyards. Her natural beauty was not only external, but reflected a spirit of strength and authenticity. Her upbringing, marked by a connection to the land and the cycles of life, shaped her character and worldview. Unlike the women of the court, the Shulamite was a woman of the people, whose strength stemmed from her simplicity and genuineness. When Solomon met her, it was not in the luxurious surroundings of Jerusalem, but in the vineyards of her village. The encounter was unexpected, marking the beginning of a unique connection. Solomon, surrounded by wealth and power, was captivated by the Shulamite not because of her status, but because of something deeper, her essence. She, in turn, exhibited an attitude uncommon for women of her time, expressing her desires and thoughts with clarity and courage. What makes the Shulamite's story remarkable is her active voice. In the poems of Song of Songs, she is not merely an object of desire, but an active participant in the narrative. Her monologues reveal a woman who knows what she wants, who questions loves, and takes a stand. This is extraordinary for a time when women were often voiceless, especially in literary contexts. The relationship between Solomon and the Shulamite was complex. He, Israel's most powerful king, with hundreds of wives and concubines, she a simple farmer whose heart seemed more connected to the simplicity of rural life than to the intrigues and luxuries of the palace. The love that grew between them seemed to transcend social barriers, but also highlighted tensions between the realities of power and the desire for personal freedom. There was considerable external pressure. Solomon's advisors, court members, and even the royal family looked skeptically upon his interest in a woman without noble lineage. How could a king of such grandeur become involved with someone who offered no political or strategic benefits? The relationship became a challenge for both, requiring strength and courage. The verses of Song of Songs captured the intensity of their relationship, rich with imagery of vineyards, gazelles, gardens, and towers. The text not only exalts physical beauty, but also reflects a spiritual and emotional connection. This poetic language suggests that the love between Solomon and the Shulamite was more than a romance. It was an expression of something transcendent, almost divine. Despite Solomon's allure, the Shulamite remained unimpressed by wealth and the promise of a life at court. In her speeches, she makes it clear that her heart would not be won by gold or power, but by a genuine and true connection. This attitude underscores her independence and authenticity, qualities that made her an exceptional figure. In several instances, the Shulamite mentions another love, possibly a young man from her village. This mention reinforces that her heart was guided by deep and sincere bonds, not material ambitions. Her fidelity to what truly mattered to her is a powerful message about the importance of staying true to oneself, even in the face of great temptations. The Shulamite's decision to prioritize true love over the luxuries of the palace was an act of courage. In a society where status and wealth often dictated one's fate, she chose integrity. This choice transformed her into a symbol of feminine strength, demonstrating that genuine love and authenticity are worth more than any riches. The Song of Songs is more than a love poem. It is a reflection on the human condition, the choices we make, and the values that define our lives. The Shulamite, with her poetic and authentic voice, invites us to consider what truly matters: love, connection, and fidelity to what is true. Even under social and political pressures, the Shulamite remained true to herself. Her story inspires us to question the conventions around us and seek true happiness, not in external things, but in our inner values. She reminds us that the strength of the heart is greater than any external pressure. The Shulamite's legacy extends beyond her time, Her story echoes through the centuries as a testament that true love transcends the barriers imposed by society. In a world often dominated by appearances and superficialities, she challenges us to live authentically and value what truly matters. Her voice in the Song of Songs is a hymn to freedom and determination. She is not defined by others' expectations, but by the strength of her essence. This message is as relevant today as it was in ancient times, a powerful reminder that true strength comes from within. May the story of the Shulamite continue to inspire us to live with courage, love intensely, and seek connections that truly matter. Like her, we can find strength in authenticity and inspiration in the power of true love.